Are you truly ready to transform your life in 2025? I'm not talking about vague resolutions or fleeting motivation. I mean really ready to wake up every day with clarity, focus, and the courage to silence doubt and distractions. If the answer is yes, then this is your moment to shift your mindset. In this video, I'll share 9 powerful truths to tell yourself daily, truths that will train your mind, nourish your soul, and keep you focused on what truly matters. Imagine starting each day with the confidence to embrace your potential, the discipline to stay on track, and the wisdom to block out negativity. These truths won't just inspire you, they'll transform how you live, act, and grow. Stay tuned for a bonus lesson at the end, a game-changing perspective for tackling challenges and opportunities. I've also left a question for you in the comments because your voice matters as much as mine. Let's make 2025 the year you become your best self. And if you take just one thing from this, let it be this: the power to grow lies within you. Now let's begin. 1. I am the best. In a world filled with noise and competition, it's easy to lose sight of your brilliance. But here's the truth. You are the best version of yourself, capable of growth and transformation. Think of a lotus flower. It rises from murky waters, untouched by its surroundings, blooming in unmatched beauty. Like the lotus, your worth isn't defined by others. It's within you, waiting to flourish. Belief is the key. As the Buddha said, you yourself, as much as anybody in the entire universe, deserve your love and affection. Every day, affirm this truth: I am the best. Not because you're better than others, but because you're committed to becoming the best version of yourself. Reflect on a skill you've mastered, a challenge you've overcome, or a moment you uplifted someone else. These are proof of your power. When you embrace this mindset, self-doubt fades. External validation becomes unnecessary because your belief anchors you. Now ask yourself, what's one strength you've been overlooking? Hold on to that as you step into your year of unstoppable growth. 2. I can do anything. Your limits are not set by the world outside. They're created in your own mind. Buddhist wisdom teaches us, with our thoughts, we make the world. So imagine if you replaced I can't with I can. Picture a bird in a cage. Even when the door is open, it hesitates, believing it can't fly. But once it realizes the sky is within reach, everything changes. 2025 is your open door. Begin by believing in your limitless potential. Replace doubt with courage and take the first step, no matter how small. Transformation doesn't happen overnight. It's built through consistent, determined action. Every morning, visualize a goal that excites and scares you. Imagine achieving it, not as a distant dream, but as a reality in progress. Then ask, what's one small step I can take today? Remember, obstacles aren't walls, they're stepping stones. Your potential is as vast as the sky, limited only by how far you're willing to soar. 3. My future is bright. Uncertainty can feel overwhelming, but remember, each morning we are born again. What we do today matters most. Think of a stormy night. The clouds obscure the sky, but the sun always rises. Your challenges are the storm. Your persistence is the sunrise. Focus on the present. The mind tends to dwell on regret or fear, but true power lies in the now. A transformative practice is gratitude journaling. Each day, write down 3 things you're grateful for, small or big. Gratitude shifts your perspective, helping you see opportunities instead of obstacles. The seeds you plant today determine tomorrow's harvest. Cultivate resilience, patience, and gratitude to build a future of abundance. When doubt arises, remind yourself, my future is bright. It's not about luck. It's a reflection of effort and belief. 4. I will work hard. What you pour your heart into grows. The Buddha said, your work is to discover your work and then, with all your heart, give yourself to it. Hard work isn't about endless striving. It's about aligning effort with purpose. Imagine a sculptor chiseling stone, each stroke guided by a vision. To others it might look like toil, but to the sculptor, it's art. Ask yourself, what work sets my soul on fire? It doesn't have to be grand, just meaningful. Once you've found it, commit fully. Break big goals into small steps and celebrate each victory along the way. Remember, a jug fills drop by drop. Every effort adds to the whole. Tell yourself daily, I will work hard, not because you must, but because you can. You are the sculptor, and your life is the masterpiece. 5. No excuses. Excuses are chains we forge for ourselves. They may feel like shields, but they confine us to mediocrity. The Buddha reminds us, you are your own master. The future depends on what you do today. Your journey is yours alone. Excuses only delay the inevitable reckoning with your own potential. Embrace accountability and let go of reasons that hold you back. The gardener's lesson: cultivating your life. Imagine a gardener standing before a patch of barren soil. They dream of a vibrant, flourishing garden but hesitate to begin. They blame the sun for being too harsh, the rain for being too scarce, or the tools for being insufficient. Yet the soil waits, indifferent to these excuses, ready to bloom if only tended with care. Life is that soil, rich with possibility, but it requires you to take responsibility for its cultivation. To break free from the grip of excuses, start with a simple mantra: I choose action over excuse. These words are a declaration of self-empowerment. They remind you that while circumstances may not always be in your control, your response always is. Begin small. Identify one area in your life where excuses have taken root. Perhaps it's postponing a fitness goal, avoiding a difficult conversation, or delaying a dream project. Replace the excuse with a single actionable step. If you've been saying, I don't have time, instead ask, how can I make time? Each small step is a triumph over inertia. Track and celebrate your wins. Keep a journal of the actions you've taken despite the urge to make excuses. Celebrate these victories no matter how modest they may seem. They are proof of your growing resilience and accountability. Remember, responsibility is not a burden, it's a form of freedom. When you own your journey, you gain the power to shape it. The present moment is fertile ground. The Buddha teaches us that the present moment is fertile ground. What you plant today, free from the distractions of blame or procrastination, will bear fruit tomorrow. Remind yourself, no excuses. My future depends on what I do today. Growth, one step at a time. Progress is not a single leap. It is a series of small, deliberate steps. Buddhist wisdom teaches, the mind is everything. What you think, you become. Transformation doesn't happen overnight. It unfolds in quiet, consistent moments of effort. Imagine a potter at their wheel. The lump of clay before them is formless, seemingly incapable of becoming art. But with each turn of the wheel and every gentle touch, it begins to take shape. The potter doesn't rush or force, they trust the process. Your growth is no different. Each day, remind yourself, I am getting better. This simple affirmation shifts your focus from perfection to progress. Growth isn't about achieving a flawless state, but embracing the journey toward becoming the best version of yourself. Celebrate micro-improvement. Too often, we compare our progress to others, forgetting that everyone's path is unique. Instead, celebrate your micro-improvements. Did you handle a challenge today with more grace than yesterday? Did you take a small step toward a goal? These victories are worth honoring. Mindfulness is your guide in this journey. Pay attention to the present moment and the effort you're making now. The Buddha reminds us, a disciplined mind brings happiness. Discipline isn't about harshness. It's about showing up for yourself with kindness and commitment every day. Embracing purpose. Born for greatness. Deep within you lies a seed of purpose waiting to be discovered and nurtured. Buddhist wisdom teaches, your purpose in life is to find your purpose and give your whole heart and soul to it. Greatness isn't measured by accolades or achievements. It's found in aligning your actions with your unique role in life's grand tapestry. Living with purpose. Picture a river carving its path through rugged terrain. It doesn't rush or seek approval. It simply flows, guided by its natural course. Over time, it shapes valleys and nourishes life. You too were born to find your path and flow with it, creating a legacy that only you can leave behind. Start by asking yourself, what sets my soul on fire? Reflect weekly on how your actions align with your higher purpose. Are you dedicating time to what truly matters, or are distractions pulling you away? Remember, even the mightiest river starts as a trickle. Greatness begins with small, deliberate steps. Unshaken by opinions. Imagine standing in a serene forest, surrounded by towering trees. The wind whispers through the leaves, and the trees sway, but their roots remain firmly planted. This is how your mind should be, unshaken by the gusts of external opinions. Remember, your worth is not defined by what others think of you, but by your commitment to your own journey. With these principles, you hold the power to cultivate a life of purpose, resilience, and growth. Begin today, and watch as your efforts blossom into a garden of limitless possibility. Finding strength within. Do not seek approval. Outside yourself. Buddhist wisdom reminds us, do not seek approval outside yourself. This is a call to find strength within, a space where no fleeting judgment can disturb your peace. Too often, we let the opinions of others dictate our choices, as if their validation determines our worth. But chasing approval is like trying to capture the wind, intangible, ever-changing, and beyond control. Even if you do everything right, someone will always find fault. So why allow their fleeting perceptions to cloud your journey? Freeing yourself from the weight of opinions. To liberate yourself from the weight of others' judgments, begin by meditating on impermanence. The Buddha teaches that everything in life, including praise and criticism, is temporary. Visualize a river carrying leaves downstream. Each leaf represents an opinion, floating for a moment before drifting away. This simple exercise reminds you that external judgments have no lasting power unless you cling to them. Building confidence from within. True confidence comes from embracing your truth. Reflect on your values, aspirations, and the unique qualities that define who you are. When you anchor yourself in self-awareness, the opinions of others lose their sway. Affirm to yourself, I am the master of my journey. Only I know the path I am meant to walk. Practical detachment. Detachment doesn't mean ignoring feedback or isolating yourself from others. It means discerning what aligns with your growth and letting go of the rest. Imagine being a sculptor chiseling away at marble. You keep what adds beauty and remove what does not. When criticism arises, pause and breathe. Ask yourself, is this about me? Or is it a reflection of the other person's perspective? Often, negativity from others is rooted in their own fears and insecurities, not your truth. Standing firm in your worth. As you let go of the need for approval, a profound sense of liberation follows. You will no longer be swayed by the applause or criticism of the crowd. Instead, you'll stand rooted like a tree in the forest, confident and serene. Affirm to yourself, people's opinions don't affect me. My worth comes from within. With this mindset, you'll walk your path with clarity and peace, unshaken by the world around you. Life is precious. How often do you tell yourself, I have plenty of time? Perhaps you delay your dreams, put off important conversations, or wait for the perfect moment to begin. Buddhist wisdom cuts through this illusion with clarity. The trouble is, you think you have time. Time is not an endless resource. It is a precious, fleeting gift. Recognizing this truth ignites a fire within to live with purpose, gratitude, and mindfulness. Living with urgency, not panic. Imagine waking up each morning with the awareness that today might be your last chance to experience life's beauty. The blooming flowers, the laughter of friends, the warmth of the sun. Every moment becomes meaningful when you truly appreciate its impermanence. Buddhism teaches us to live with a sense of urgency, not driven by panic, but to honor the preciousness of our time. Each breath we take is an opportunity to be present, to grow, to make choices aligned with our values, embracing the present moment. It's easy to get lost in life's rush, overwhelmed by tasks, obligations, and distractions. But when you realize that each moment could be your last, you begin to live intentionally. You stop postponing what matters most and start cherishing every experience. Practical mindfulness means carving out moments to appreciate life. Whether it's a walk in nature, a moment of stillness, or a pause to reflect, these practices ground you in gratitude. Think of the fleeting beauty of a flower in bloom. It doesn't hold on to its petals, nor does it wait for the perfect time to blossom. It simply exists fully in the present, knowing its life is temporary. Like the flower, you too are here to live fully. Embrace the truth. Life is precious. Let this awareness inspire you to act, create joy, and leave a legacy of intention. Uncertainty as growth. Have you ever felt overwhelmed by uncertainty, the fear of the unknown or not having all the answers? It's a common feeling, especially during new challenges, ventures, or life transitions. Buddhist wisdom offers a profound insight. In the beginner's mind, there are many possibilities. In the expert's mind, there are few. Uncertainty is not something to fear, but a fertile ground for growth. It is where the seeds of opportunity are sown. Embracing the beginner's mind. When facing uncertainty, it's natural to feel vulnerable. But what if you could reframe this moment? Instead of seeing it as a barrier, view it as a doorway to endless possibilities. The beginner's mind is one of openness, curiosity, and fresh perspective. Think of a child learning to walk. They stumble and fall, only to rise again with renewed determination. For the child, each step is a discovery, each fall a lesson. This mindset leads to true growth. Every experience, whether a success or failure, expands your capacity to learn. Practical tips for embracing uncertainty. Shift your mindset from fear to curiosity. The next time you face the unknown, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? What new perspective can I gain? Focus on the process rather than stressing about the outcome. By doing so, you open yourself to exploration without judgment or limitation. Look at successful innovators and thinkers. They didn't shy away from uncertainty. They leaned into it. They saw failure as feedback and obstacles as stepping stones. Affirm to yourself, uncertainty is a chance for growth. Final reflections. Life's journey is not measured by the peaks we conquer, but by the resilience and intention with which we walk the path. As Buddha said, your work is to discover your world and, with all your heart, give yourself to it. Greatness isn't a destination, It's an unfolding process. By embracing self-belief, relinquishing excuses, and detaching from external opinions, you carve a path toward a life of profound fulfillment. Through mindful living, you align yourself with the universal flow. With every conscious choice, you are not just striving for a better life, you are living it. The present moment is all we truly have. Let us make each moment count.